guys, Daeyoongi here, and welcome back to my channel. Around 7 months ago, I uploaded a video talking about specific dance moves I wasn't particularly fond of in K-pop choreographies, and I've been meaning to make a part 2 ever since, but there's just been so many video ideas I wanted to explore that I haven't had chance to. But today it's finally time for part 2, so we're going to be looking at K-pop choreographies and dance moves that make me cringe. Disclaimer time, I know some people hate these, but I still have to say them every time because I get so much hate for speaking and existing on my own channel, so please feel free to skip ahead in the chapters at the bottom if you don't want to hear these. Please note that these are all just my opinions on dance moves I don't like in K-pop songs as a K-pop fan. I'm in no way claiming to be a choreographer, so I don't know any official names or terminology for these moves. I know it may sound extremely picky because I'm only focusing on specific dance moves that I don't like, but I thought that was a lot fairer than bashing on full choreographies, so I hope you understand. And really importantly, please note that I am in no way intending to send any hates to any artist, individual or choreographer, etc. I completely understand how difficult it must be for them to do their job, and I'm no way trying to diminish that. Okay, so now we're all on the same page, let's get started. Let's start with the dance move that reminded me that this video needed a part 2. G-Idol My Bag, the twerking during the whole of Soyeon's first verse.
Red 5 diamonds in my bag. If you wanna sit down, to be like that.
The first time I saw this dance move, I was like, okay, maybe that was just a bit of a special version for their comeback showcase. Surely she's not going to do that every time, but she has done this full-on body twerk every single time and in every performance because that is just the actual choreography. My problem with it isn't necessarily that she can't do it, because she always looks fine with the backup dancers, she never looks out of place. I think that the point is that it's meant to be a lot more exaggerated than an actual twerk that we all know with just the lower half of your body, and maybe that's how they get away with doing it on Korean broadcasting because it incorporates the whole body, if you get me. I really don't know, but what I do know is that I simply just don't like it. It makes me cringe every time I see it. I think maybe I wouldn't mind it so much if it didn't go on for so long and it was just kind of over and done with, but it starts sideways on for 2 8 counts and then front facing for another 2 8 counts, and that's quite a long time in a song. I like the dance the whole group do for this verse in the main chorus though, so I'd maybe rather seen something like that for Soyeon's part rather than whatever this quote-unquote twerk was. Pentagon Shine and Treasure Jikjin, the shoot dance. I'm going to include both songs here because they both include this dance move. It's the point dance move for Pentagon's Shine and the staple moment of the final part of Treasure's Jikjin. And I know the shoot dance isn't specific to K-pop or anything, I've just never really liked it anywhere I've seen it. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand that it's an iconic and really popular dance move, but that doesn't change my thoughts on it at all. I do love both songs and I can appreciate how popular the move was, especially in Shine by Pentagon, but both songs are so standalone great that I don't think they need this dance move. I strongly believe that Shine would have been absolutely fine with another point dance move too, even though we all associate it with this song. Stray Kids Maniac. There's 2 I have to talk about here. Whatever that move is in the first verse with the head shaking, and the Maniac move in the second part of the chorus. I know I said I wasn't including full choreographies because I don't want to be too mean, but there were 2 specific parts of this choreography that I had to address because I couldn't pick just one. Stray Kids are always great at doing this thing where they include dance moves in their choreographies that I've either never seen before or would not expect, and this song was doing exactly that, and in most circumstances it works. But in the first verse of Maniac, this one dance move they do where they throw themselves back and shake their heads, I don't know what, but it reminds me of a baby bird, and I don't care who you are and how great you are, I just don't like the way it looks on anyone. And then again for the chorus, I love the first Maniac point dance with the fist against the head. I think it fits really well. And although the piercing neck move they do for the second Maniac also still fits well with the concept, I just don't really like that one at all. Kind of makes me cringe. I get that it's meant to be over dramatic because of the whole Maniac concept, but I like the first one a lot better. I think it's a lot cooler. I completely understand why the second one's there. It's just not for me personally. I'm sorry. Sistar, Touch My Body, the point dance move part, but specifically where they turn around and shake. This one is a major throwback, but Hyolin's Slaying Queendom has got me to go back and love on some old Sistar, and it reminded me how much I didn't like this one part of this one choreography. Now if we're to look into iconic K-pop girl group choreographies, this song would definitely be up there. Even I myself know it through and through and would do it if it came on in the club, but that doesn't mean that there still can't be a part I'm not keen on. We all know the point dance move for the Touch My Body part. It fits the literal title entirely, but just after they say that line, the next line goes, oh, everybody, and then they turn around and do this thing where they just randomly shake shake each leg out, and it just confuses me because I don't understand it. Why is it there? I looked at the translation of the lyrics at that time to see if it relates like it does for the first line, but the English translation for that part is just along the lines of, oh, everybody higher than the blue sky, and that confuses me even more. So I'm just settled on the fact now that I don't like the dance move, and as much as I tried, I cannot justify it being there. Whenever I do the dance myself, that part just makes me cringe because I don't see why it's there. 80s deja vu, the whole leg wobble in the chorus. If you've seen part 1 of this video, if not, check it out when you're done here, shameless disclaimer. Then a few people pointed out that I have a bit of a problem with like wobbly leg dance moves in particular, and I don't really know why, but whoever said that was correct. I just don't think they look very pleasing on the eye, maybe that's why, and this is a great example of that. In my most recent video, I mentioned how much I've been loving this song recently, and I really do stand by that. I think it's really great, but then you get to a specific part of the choreography in the chorus, and it just throws me off. The choreography up to this point is so slick and smooth, especially for the beginning of the chorus, and then you have this move that yes, they can pull off because hello, they're 80s, but I just don't like the move itself and would have rather the part they were doing before just continued in its place, you know? It's doing like the da da part in like the end of the chorus, and it starts off so well, but then it just moves into this move. Honestly, I have no idea what it is, but it does not fit the rest of the vibe of the song. I hope that makes sense. P1 Harmony, Do It Like This, the eating dinner dance move. I've mentioned this song in the past as having a certain part of the chorus I don't like, but there's also a dance move in the chorus that I'm not keen on either. I promise I do actually like this song even if it doesn't sound like it. There's just little bits that I'd personally pluck out, you know? The dance move I'm referring to is the one they do in the main part of the chorus where they say, do it like this. To me, it just looks like they're rapidly eating dinner with like a knife and fork, you know what I mean? In my notes, I have this titled as the nom nom chomp chomp move. I think we should call it that because it's fun. That's its official name now. I do think that this dance move fits the part of the song, so don't worry, I completely understand why some people may like it, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't if you do, but for me personally, I think it's just a bit too cheesy. The song itself is fun and has this like carefree vibe already. It's already on the nose, and you can understand what they're going for, so I don't think the dance move needs to emphasize it anymore. I think it still could have had a bit of a cooler dance like the rest of the chorus does. It's just this one move that I think, no, that's not it. 24K Superfly, the whole jumping around and thrusting in the chorus. This is another throwback one. I'm not sure how many of my viewers will even know the song, but if not, I would recommend checking it out and them in general if you're a fan of like loud boy group bops, because they did that so well on so many occasions, this song being the most notable example, I think. The song already is very obnoxious and in your face, not that that's a bad thing or anything, but this dance part really emphasizes that point. As the beat drops in the chorus, they start jumping around and literally thrusting the air so hard, I'm surprised nobody was injured. Again, it's another dance that I think, yes, it suits the song, fine, but I really don't think it was necessary that the choreography needed to be that extreme to get the point of the song across. It's just so bold that it has the adverse effect on me, and I don't think, oh, this is cool. I think, oh no, please don't do that, you know? That sounds so much meaner than I intended, but I hope you get what I mean. The song itself is really cool. I just wish the choreography reflected that a bit more in the chorus when they had that fun beat drop. They could have done anything with it, and that's what ended up happening. Nature, Rika Rika, the whole bouncing and leg shaking in the chorus. I know a lot of people have various issues with this song, but for the sake of today's video concept, I'll just be focusing on the dance in particular. As much as I do feel like it was successful in being memorable, I think it's for the wrong reasons. During the chorus, there's this whole section where the girls are bouncing up and down on the spot, very Tigger from Winnie the Pooh style, and then they move their legs in and out, and then they start to shake one leg out, and honestly, I don't want to come across as rude, you know that's never my intention, but there is not one part of that whole section that I enjoy. This whole part of the choreography and song kind of feels more like a joke than the rest of it, and that's kind of really confusing. The leg shake out part in particular reminds me of like a dog shaking its leg when it gets wet or itchy, and I can't help but feel like none of this section is meant to be serious, so we probably shouldn't treat it as such, of course. But either way, serious or not, I'm still not fond of it, and I think if they wanted to connect more with like the old funnier K-pop dances, then there may have been a better way to do so without completely confusing the flow of the rest of the song. Itsy Swipe, the part where they shake the entire lower half of their body. This dance move was also done kind of briefly near the end of Scientist by Twice, but not for too long, so we'll focus on the time ITZY did it because it was kind of longer and more in depth, so you can see what I'm talking about. I love the whole vibe of Swipe by ITZY. It's just fun, isn't it? The rest of the choreography I do like because it's nice and simple, and stylistically I think it works really well with the song. But there's this one dance move they do during the ring ding ding part of the bridge, and every time I see it I'm like, no. Basically shake the entire like lower half of their body. I'm not gonna lie, they do kind of look like a phone vibrating when it rings. Is that the point because the line at that point is ring ding ding and the song is called Swipe? Is it meant to be like a phone? I'm really not sure if it is because it's in Scientist too. I'm only joking. But the whole move just makes me personally cringe when I see it, and I just couldn't imagine anybody doing that move and me not having the same reaction, unfortunately. Even seeing the likes of ITZY do it, I'm just like, no, I don't like it. I think it's just weird, and there's nothing wrong with weird, but I just don't like it compared to the rest of the choreography, which I really enjoy. Okay guys, and that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you can think of any more dance moves that you're not keen on, let me know in the comments, or what are your thoughts on these ones. If you're new here and have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell. That'll let you be the first to hear whenever I upload. And as always, my Twitter and Instagram will be on screen if you'd like to give them a follow. I always follow back fellow K-pop stans, and I'm really trying to get better at using them, so let's be friends. Okay, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!